Hello, welcome to the Mk46 Airsoft video. We're going to be testing this TM Mk46. This one is quite an aged build, so we've when we was repairing the piston on it and some other damage, we rebuilt it all, got it all back together again, and it kept on breaking pistons. And in the end, we found out that it was because it was basically winding back because an intermittent anti-reversal latch problem causing the pistons to break. So after going through plenty of pistons, we tried to make an anti-reversal latch and even a 3D printed metal one, and that ended up failing. And this is an ongoing project for, well, probably years now. So eventually we managed to outsource the project, and we've managed to have some anti-reverse latches made. So we now have the new Eagle 6 steel hardened anti-reversal latch and spring installed on this one, and obviously we've also fit the Eagle 6 piston, because the original TM piston was dead a long time ago, and obviously metal rack. We've got the Eagle 6 upgraded spring, and there's some damage still to, because we're reusing the original sector gear that's in there, and unfortunately that original sector gear had a missing tooth on there from the original failure, which is means that obviously it pulls the piston back slightly less distance, therefore it generates a little less air. So it's chronoing about 260 on 2.8, so not as high as what it could be. So there's potential there, and we have been asked before by other people for a slightly stronger Mk46 spring. The only downside to that, which we have, is that obviously to increase the size of a spring, we're going to have to increase the wire diameter of a spring, which means the spring is fatter, which means unfortunately with the very limited space that we have inside the piston, obviously we don't want it being too tight inside there, if you know what I mean, and then unfortunately like I say, it then causes lockups and stuff because the actual spring can't move, and obviously this one's been out of action for a while, so we're just happy to see it working. So again, boundaries, pushing on this one. Yeah, probably not. I mean, like I say, if a gear set become available, obviously I'd recommend fitting the gear set, and it may be something we look into, but funding willing, of course, you know. So obviously remember, the more people use this, if you know what I mean, for parts and upgrades and everything on the website, you know, the more we're able to funnel back into these crazy cool unique parts, you know, for NGRS that no one else will really make, because quite frankly I'll never sell enough anti-reversal latches to break even on the project. But it's done, and at least, like I say, it's there, and obviously hopefully other people out there that might have the same issue, and obviously going forward we're going to be building the anti-reversal latch replacement into all Mk46 servicing packages, because it gets rid of one of my anti-reversal latches, which is great for me, but somewhat moves towards breaking even on that project, but also like I say, the new steel one is obviously substantially stronger than TM's one that's in there, so which will wear. And to be fair to TM's one, it does take 100,000 rounds to actually start to cause the wear onto it, but some customers with Mk46s are putting in hundreds of thousands of rounds, you know. So in which case that does need replacing at service intervals, you know, and like I say, once it's replaced, we'll then I mean, I don't foresee there being any wear on that going forward, you know. It's obviously hardened steel, but never say never. So like I say, cut from one piece steel on a CNC machine, so yeah, it's pretty cool. But like I say, we just want to demonstrate this is why we're here. So the actual gun. there we go. So all tested. We hope you enjoy the gun finally back. But yeah, that was a long one. But we got there in the end by literally making a part, which is awesome. You know, it's a great feeling just from a gun tech perspective. And yeah, hopefully go back to the customer and hopefully enjoy. So yeah, thank you.